How come the Ethereum price is going up?
Bitcoin, the best money we've ever had. With a different kind of money comes a different kind of card. A metal card, powered by crypto. Every time you spend, you get 3% back instantly. Want more? We've got that too. Don't like fees? Neither do we. How about these perks? The future is here. Reserve yours now.
Right, I'm recording this on Tuesday the 2nd of June, and looking at the Ethereum price, Ethereum is $248.05 on CoinMarketCap, and you can see here it reached a recent low of $112 on the 13th of March, and it has been going up steadily, this upward trend ever since then. And why is that? Well, there is stuff happening in the world of Ethereum, and let's have a look at that. And who I've got to credit and thank for this is Tokenmetrics. Tokenmetrics, they specialize in delivering data-driven cryptocurrency investment research to crypto investors using professional analysts, analytics, and artificial intelligence. And I think that the service that Tokenmetrics provides is going to get even more important and useful to crypto investors as we move into the Bitcoin bull run, because people are going to want to know, right, where are the quality projects that if I put some money in and provided everything works out, that at some point I'm going to get a decent return on my investment. Although, of course, none of this is investment advice. So what they do is they use artificial intelligence and a team of experienced investors to analyze projects in terms of the team, the blockchain analysis. They look at all sorts of things, and then they come up with metrics for those tokens. So this is inside my Tokenmetrics account, right? And then it tells you what they think the trend is for the next 30 days or so, and of course it depends upon what level you go in. I am at investor plan, which is a pretty decent level. So Bitcoin neutral, Ethereum neutral, Matic network bullish, Dash bullish, Binance bullish, Blockstack neutral, and so on. But the one that I'm particularly interested in is Ethereum. How come the Ethereum price is going up? And what I've got to thank Tokenmetrics for is this incredibly informative newsletter. So every now and then they send out newsletters about projects that they looked at, and this one is they sent out on ETH. And what it does in a way is it kind of it distills all the research that they and their team have been doing and looking at and considering, distill it all in a very easily digestible form, and I'm going to go through that with you now. So ETH 2.0 is expected to launch this year and is deemed as the potential largest economic shift in crypto. A lot of our customers have been asking the following questions. What is ETH 2.0? Why is ETH 2.0 needed? What is the difference between ETH and ETH 2.0? And what's the bull case for ETH 2.0? And what's the bear case for ETH 2.0? So what is ETH 2.0? So the following are broad design goals for Ethereum 2.0: to minimize complexity, even at the cost of some losses in efficiency, to remain live through major network partitions and when very large portions of nodes go online, to select all components such that they're either quantum secure or can be easily swapped out for quantum secure counterparts when available, to utilize crypto and design techniques that allow for a large participation of validators in total and per unit time, and to allow for a typical consumer laptop with OC resources to process and validate O1 shards, including any system-level validations such as the beacon chain. So scaling is the main reason why Ethereum is planning to move to ETH 2.0, and you will know this if you remember during the height of the altcoin bull run in January 2018, when gas fees were just ridiculous because there were so many tokens being moved about and the value of Ethereum was so large. The ecosystem is rapidly growing, so the network needs to be upgraded to scale. Why is Ethereum so slow and expensive to use? Now, in part, Ethereum is so slow and expensive to use is because it is a relic. So, for the same reasons that Bitcoin is so slow and expensive to use. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency of all, and since then, coding language and cryptocurrency technology has moved on significantly. Litecoin was a whole lot faster than Bitcoin, and we've had coins like Flash that are even faster than Litecoin, and so on, right? So similarly with Ethereum, the first platform protocol, we've had other platform protocols that come on and using much faster coding and technology are way more advanced. Now here what they say is the popularity and the current high cost of decentralization is the reason, right? Because decentralization is costly. Every node has to run every piece of computation on the network to ensure all the participants obey the rules, and this costs real energy and resources. So with Bitcoin and with Ethereum, because they're both proof of work, every single node has to have validate the entire blockchain. And as more and more transactions are added, this takes longer and uses up more energy. Moving from proof of work to proof of stake will allow Ethereum to be run on even more basic computers. Now, one of the problems with Ethereum is that, as more and more applications are built upon it, is Ethereum blockchain going to be able to cope with increasing number of decentralized applications on it? So it says here, during the height of the CryptoKitties craze, Ethereum transactions rose to 0.2 ETH or $20 at the time. As core projects have stalled, dApps have failed to attract users, and the overall cryptocurrency market has declined. Ethereum's price has fallen from around 51% of Bitcoin's market cap in January 2018 to around 17% today. So what's the bull case for ETH 2.0? Well, the third quarter expected release of ETH 2.0 has been highly contested, but one data analyst believes it could be the driving force behind the largest economic growth in society. Adam Cochran, a professor of information science at Conestoga College, said that Ethereum's economic policy will result in a reduced supply and a drastically increased demand due to the attractive incentives from staking. Because I think you have to have a minimum of 30 or 32 ETH in order to be able to stake. According to Cochran, the phase 0 of Ethereum's second iteration will be what gets the upcoming economic shift going. In a lengthy Twitter thread, he lays out some of the things that will happen once the Ethereum network becomes a proof of stake one. First, the 3 to 5% yearly returns on staking will make Ethereum attractive to large investors, as they usually look for stable returns in that range. Locking up that much of the circulating supply creates a supply shock, Cochran explained, saying that scarcity will create a price spike. And the price spike will push those same investors into buying more ETH in order to stake more of it, which would in turn create a ripple effect, causing a general market upturn. But unlike the bull run in 2017, this one will happen much faster, as there are more fiat on-ramps available and hundreds of millions of verified users on major exchanges such as Coinbase and Binance. So there's going to be more people rushing in, including more retail investors, and so that's going to be pushing the price up even more. And the effects won't be as short-lived because of these surges. Besides staking, Ethereum 2.0 will bring about scalability, allowing dApps built on the network to handle more users and increase their consumer viability. With more applications available, the network is set to see a significant uptick in users. Now, once the price of ETH goes up, whales will begin buying more ETH in order to put more money back into staking. However, this can't go on forever, as more nodes in the network cause the overall payout to everyone to be lower. So in order to continue earning at the same rate as before, whales would not only have to buy more ETH, but also to stake more of the ETH that they buy. This is the situation where Ethereum's complex monetary policy comes into place. This dictates that ethers can't be staked in fractions, but rather in allotments of 32. So you can have 32 or 64 and so on. Cochran noted that a whale with 20 ETH looking to stake his holdings would need to round it up to 32 ETH, buying 12 coins more either with fiat or other cryptocurrencies. And this is one of the most effective components of ETH's new layout, as whales will pour new money into the market to continue to round up their stakeable amounts of ETH. And finally, one of the least thought about parts of Ethereum 2.0 are the changes in gas fees on the network. What this will mean is that all transaction fees will be burned, with miners profiting only from the tips users choose to pay alongside a base fee set by the network. Early estimates show that the burning of base fees could result in around 10,000 ETH lost from the supply, but that number is expected to increase significantly as the number of users on the network grows. Cochran expects that the number of ETH burned each year will exceed the number of new ETH issued and lower the overall supply. That is very, very smart. So what's the bear case for ETH 2.0? Well, ETH 2.0 could take years to develop in full. Last year, the project found itself on the receiving end of a lot of criticism from its own community, who accused Buterin and the rest of its creators of lying. Buterin himself said that the solutions are proceeding slower than expected. Ethereum Foundation developer James Pitt said that he was concerned about the project as he felt there was a lack of strategy and coordination between the teams working on ETH 2.0. And without a launch date in sight, serious scaling issues to overcome, and no clear roadmap for transitioning tokens and smart contracts, Ethereum 2.0 has a tough road ahead. The promises of a huge economic shift and an incredibly bullish community, however, seem to be keeping spirits high, right? So you've seen so I just need to keep moving my camera because I'm being bathed in sunbeams here in England on this sunny May morning. So on the one hand, you've got reduced supply, gas fees being burned, you can't stake without moving from proof of work to proof of stake, but you need increments of 32 or multiples of 32 in order to stake. So you can have large investors coming in to get batches of 32 so they can stake, which will reduce the supply in the markets, and that will drive the price up, and then more and more people will rush in and say, okay, I need to get 32 in order to stake, because you can get 3 to 5% every year. Plus, with the applications, more and more applications being built, increasing the scalability that they'll be able to function. So that's bullish. And on the bearish side, well, we don't have definite dates. There have been delays, and we don't even know if how well it's going to work. So what do you think? Bear? Are you an Ethereum bear or an Ethereum bull? Here's Tokenmetrics' conclusion. Our team has been very bullish on Ethereum. We expect Ethereum's price to continue to rise. The forces of ETH 2.0 and the DeFi are strong enough catalysts to make this a vital crypto asset for a smart crypto investor's portfolio. The only concerns are that Vitalik, the figurehead of Ethereum, has repeatedly pushed back deadlines. The Ethereum proof of stake launch date has become a running meme in the crypto space. But meme or not, we believe that the wait will be worth it. Who do you think is going to win out in the battle between the Ethereum bears and the Ethereum bulls? Are you an Ethereum bear or an Ethereum bull? Do you hold Ethereum? Now, if you do and you are an Ethereum bull, now might be a smart time to get yourself 32 ETH so you can stake that. I do like the idea of the gas fees being burnt. Anyway, that's all thanks to Tokenmetrics. And let's have a quick look at some of the others that are going through. These Cardano, bullish on Komodo, good, that I like, and so on. You can see, I think they're slowly working through all the cryptocurrency projects, starting with the major ones first, doing their analysis, which all takes time from their team of, so here we go, Hyber Network still scoring, from their team of analysts and investors. Now, if you're interested, I've got a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link. It helps the channel out. And you can try out Tokenmetrics for 14 days free if you go for the hodler plan, which is $20 a month. And this is what it gives you: previous investor newsletter, portfolio tracking and signals, IO reviews, top 20 market cap ratings, top 20 market cap technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and the top 20 market cap code reviews. All right. So let us know what you think. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich signing out. All the best. Bye-bye. Protect your privacy and your freedom. Use a VPN. Discount code for NordVPN in the description below with a 30-day money-back guarantee.